mà để cho những người như chúng ta nhẹ dạ hay là theo cộng sản rồi chống lại cộng đồng có tội ác trong xứ, chẳng hạn những người mà đã vi phạm cái vấn đề mà chúng ta biết là Huế 68, vi phạm sách tại Huế, Tết Mậu Thân, những người mà cán bộ cộng sản mà cai tù, cải tạo, hay những người mà chúng ta biết họ đã vi phạm những cái tội ác đó, xin quý vị nếu mà có chứng cớ gửi lên cho chính phủ Canada, cho tổng trưởng Adler hoặc là cho tôi sẽ chuyển cái thơ đó lên cho chính phủ. Đó là lý do bởi vì đó là một cái tội mà chúng tôi không thể chấp nhận được, nhất là chính phủ của thủ tướng Stephen Harper là một người có thể là chống cộng rất là đắc lực. Bởi vì chúng tôi hiện nay sẽ có một cái đài để tưởng niệm những nạn nhân cộng sản Việt Nam, cộng sản thế giới, kể cả trong đó có cả cộng sản Việt Nam nữa. Thành ra những công việc mà quý vị thấy những người mà ở đây dù là sau 75, nếu mà họ có những cái hành vi mà vi phạm đến những cái tội ác tại Việt Nam, nhưng mà chúng ta biết những người đó có chứng cứ những người đó thì chúng ta nên thông báo cho Bộ Di trú Citizenship Immigration và Pháp trướng, và là tôi sẽ chuyển cái đó lên cho chính quyền để họ có một cái biện pháp rõ ràng.
Mark, you could answer these questions too. It's a human rights question. It's actually two parts. We just got an email from Jin Hoi. I think he's in Philippines or Thailand. Most of the refugees that are coming to Toronto, well, all of the refugees that are coming to Toronto will be living in your riding, by the way. So potential future voters. So myself and the back staff make sure that they will be living near Vietnamese Association Toronto offices, because we'll be providing them settlement services. And I think most of them are of voting age. With like Doug Ji-ho, right? He was a political blogger and he was arrested. I know you worked alongside with Senator Ngo. Rather than just doing petitions and demonstrations and protests, are there ways that our Vietnamese Canadian community could do to help these political bloggers and political prisoners that are charged and imprisoned on trumped-up charges in Vietnam?
Well, thank you, James, for that question. Yes, there are. And, you know, this riding here at York Centre, the one that I'm so privileged to represent, has, yes, a large Vietnamese population. But let me tell you a few things you probably don't know. Number one, we have the largest number of Russian-speaking people of any riding in the country. We also have the largest number of Filipinos of any riding in the country. We have the second largest Jewish population in the country. We have a large Vietnamese population. We also have the largest and the fastest growing Hispanic population of any riding in Canada. Plus, we have representation from every other ethnocultural group in the world. So York Centre is very ethnocultural. And people settle here, yes, because there's a great MP, of course. But people come here because Toronto, yes, is a vibrant city and they want to be part of all of that. They want to be part of Canada and all of the great opportunities that Canada has to offer. But people who come here, and we're doing it right now here at VAT, look around. Mostly Vietnamese people, right? And there's a few exceptions, maybe here. But other than that, they're mostly Vietnamese people. And events like this are being duplicated all across our city and probably all across our country, where people of similar ethnic origins are getting together to celebrate their ethnicity, their unique culture, where they come from, or to find out information on how our government policies, for example, as we are here today, can help. What that shows you is that, yes, people come together to celebrate being Canadian, but more importantly, they're coming together because you don't forget where you come from. And that is unique to Canada. We don't forget where we come from. So when we hear of atrocities in the countries of our origin, or we hear of violations of human rights in the countries that we come from, it is incumbent upon each and every one of us, Vietnamese or not, to stand up and to make your voice heard. And that is, that is a voice of your choosing. Because we live in a democracy, because we have the freedom to choose. But we need to hold those countries that violate the human rights of the people that we left behind to the fire. Canada has values, and we need to make sure that those values are not just adhered to here in Canada, but are spread across the world. Because let's face it, what are they? They're freedom, democracy, human rights, it's the rule of law. It doesn't get any more fundamental than that, does it? So it is our responsibility, because we live here in this great democracy, in this great free country of Canada, that we do not forget where we come from and the people that we left behind. And it is incumbent upon each and every single one of us, no matter where we come from, to stand up and to say no to the violators of human rights, like we are doing now in Ukraine, like we are doing now in northern Iraq, where our armed forces are now doing battle against ISIL, those savages who are beheading children. So when you leave here today, ask yourself, what am I doing to help people whose rights are being violated in other countries? And if you answer nothing, then it's your responsibility to say, well, you know what? I need to do something. I need to write a letter. I need to organize a demonstration. I need to do something. We heard before, Ted was saying he threw eggs at the Polish consulate. Well, that was what Ted chose to do. We have to choose our own way, but we have to make our voices heard.